Hello and welcome to another episode of O Faces. I'm your host, Mrs. Mocha, and we're back here on the Dirty Girls Corner with Carrie.
Hey guys.
Megan.
Hi guys.
And we actually have two new guests on. We have Scarlet. Say hello.
Hello, O Faces.
And Aina.
Hello, everyone.
Hey.
Welcome.
Yeah, welcome to the Dirty Girls Corner.
We're excited to
It's right
have
where
you
we
guys.
belong.
Yes. Before we jump into Mocha recap, we have to give a shout out because Aina and Scarlet actually carried around some of the coolest shit that I discovered after Mocha.
I saw some of that.
Yes, I saw it on Twitter.
I saw some of that swag
Y'all
on
had
Twitter.
some good little care packages.
Yeah.
I was jealous.
We did.
Envious.
Yeah, we're gonna have to jump in on that. But
Absolutely.
so we've had Scarlet on before, so we're gonna kind of interview Aina just a little bit. We won't put you two on the spot for too long, but because we'll probably all start chattering and have 50 side stories before we get to
What? Get distracted and off task? I can't believe it.
You do a podcast and you have ADD? Maybe. So Aina, we did say we were going to ask you a little bit about, tell everybody a little bit about your dynamic first and how you got in the lifestyle.
Absolutely. Yeah. So my husband and I have been together for 4 years, going on almost 4 married. And for the first year and a half of our relationship, we were super vanilla. We both had come out of divorces. We both had children. So we combined this family together. And throughout the course of that first year and a half that we were married, we had some discord in our relationship because he had kept, we talked a lot about the dating relationships that we had before we met each other, after our first divorces. And one of the things that he would always talk about with me was how he felt like he didn't get access to this woman that he was hearing about from me in my dating relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things, one of the common threads is that between my first divorce and meeting my current husband, I pretty much only dated brown guys. I had maybe gone on a couple dates with one white dude. But he was like, okay, so I'm this white British dude, and I'm clearly not the same as what you've been dating.
Whoa. White British? That's...
White Brit.
Yeah, that's totally my jam. Sorry.
Yeah.
He's sexy as fuck. I mean, he's got this voice, and he's so smart. He's the smartest man I've ever met. And he's brilliant. He's sexy. He's so much fun. And, no wonder I fell in love with him in a snap. I mean, we were engaged with him 3 or 4 months, married a couple months later. But he was always okay, what gives here? You only dated black guys mostly. And what's going on? This is not me. And so we'd talk a little bit too about some of the sexual escapades I had. And basically I got my slut on. I got out of my first marriage, took a year to lick my wounds, and then I got my slut on for the next few years before I met him. And he's like, all right, so what we can tell here is that you've got a severe Madonna whore complex because you are a freak in the sheets for these other men. But with me, you're just the lady. I want the tramp,
Give me the
And he wanted that so bad. And there was this mental block for me. So all of that to be said, come a year and a half in, he was like, all right, something's got to give. I really want to see this part of you. You don't seem capable of giving it to me. Maybe we have a different conversation. Maybe we open things up a little bit. And he first approached me about the lifestyle via a conversation about a female-led relationship. And I don't know if y'all are familiar with the FLR lingo, but I'm a bossy bitch, and we are 2 alphas living in a household. And he's like, we can't both be in charge here. So I'm going to bend a knee, and we're going to talk about exploring this female-led relationship. And so, of course, I go on Google and start doing all my research like any good lawyer does. And I had no idea the rabbit hole I was about to slip down. And I entered the world of like BDSM and kink and cuckolding. And I was like, what the fuck is this? I don't, like when he first says female-led relationship, I'm like, I am in like Flynn. Like, I want to be the boss bitch.
Like,
yes,
I'm
like,
the boss.
let's do it. But I didn't know these other components. And so, we talk about it for a little while. And over the course of the next month, we even like go so far as to like draft a contract. And in this contract, I mean, we're both lawyers here, right? So we're drafting a contract and sending it back and forth with red lines. And in this contract, he puts like that I could play with whoever I could explore or date or be sexually free with whoever I want, but he'd be monogamous to me. And my first marriage busted up because of cheating. So I was like, I am not about that. No, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
But he kept putting it back in. And so one night we're out at dinner on Valentine's Day. And I'm like, all right, I've done my research on FLR. And now I think I understand what you want based on what you put in that contract. You want me to cuckold you, don't you? And we're vegetarian now, but he about dropped the steak out of his mouth. He was like, how do you know that word? Like, where do you come up with that?
Who have you been talking to?
Exactly. And I didn't know Scarlet yet, so it wasn't her. And so, that's what jump-started our journey. So from there, we started exploring cuckolding. And at first I think if he were here, he would say that, he was really initially interested in more of a Stag-Dixon dynamic, but there was something about the cuckolding dynamic that really turned me on and got me excited. And so that's what we've been playing in the last 2.5 years. I mean, lots of other stuff in between there we could get into, but to save some time and to talk Splash, I think to suffice it to say, we are in a cuckolding dynamic. We still strive. We still work toward and primarily have a female-led relationship. We have some kind of dominance play in the relationship that we have in our sexual dynamic and everything. We like to play with a little bit of dominance by me. But every now and again, too, I mean, like I said, he's an alpha as well. So sometimes we flip the script and, I let him, take his way with me. And, we just kind of play around in whatever feels good to us. But there is just, tremendous amount of love and respect both ways. But primarily, I would define our relationship as cuckolding with a side of, dom sub and a little FLR femdom stuff.
A sprinkle on the side.
No, I think that's awesome. You kind of like figure, switch it up however you're feeling. Kinda.
Yeah.
You're able to kind of run with it a little bit.
Yeah,
Like,
I like that you said you're doing what feels right for you guys, and I think that's one of the most important lessons in lifestyle. And it takes a while for some people to learn, but do what feels right for you. Don't do what.
Yeah, you have to find your own way.
Yeah.
What you do, somebody else might, it won't be necessarily exactly how they do it.
Exactly.
I mean,
absolutely.
When Mr. Mocha and I first were in lifestyle, we did more like sub-dom stuff. Like, I still call him daddy, but it's just because it turns me the fuck on. But
because you have a daddy fetish there.
We talked about that. Definitely got a daddy fetish. But we did a lot of that. But we realized that like when we would go to like trapeze and like hotel parties, that it was not as easy to be in that dynamic. He's not. He's not going to fucking follow me around a whole hotel party and tell me what to do because he's trying to fuck other people too. So we just kind of had to agree, that
certain situations kind of change.
We can do this together at home, but when you're out and about, like just kind of do what you want to do.
Yeah.
So I like that everybody. I mean, I like that everybody just kind of does what. Like you said, does what feels right for you. I mean, it doesn't have to be one dynamic.
Well, and he found a way to kind of get your slut out and get to see it a little bit.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, and I mean, and there's lots of different dynamics even within cuckolding. I mean, some couples the cuck is always present, and some dynamics they're never present. For us, that's been a real like back and forth. I mean, he's still. You would say he's not getting quite the access to like my whorishness as he would prefer. And, so he'll be at the next Splash with me. He'll definitely get a spill,
like,
but we're starting to, exactly. We're starting to incorporate him more into, that part of the play too. But, it took us some time to find our sea legs just like it does everybody. And I think that's the most, yeah, exactly. And that changes and shifts over time too. So now it's super exciting for me when he's present. It really turns me on. Whereas at first I was like, I don't know if I can get out of my like Madonna whore complex and do this if you're present, you know?
All the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you
totally.
don't know if there's going to be jealousy there. You don't know if there's going to be, you don't know what the reaction's going to be, especially if you were in another marriage where that was like, it's taboo to do any of those things, or just in like a regular life. I mean, there's no way in hell that you could just have like a vanilla boyfriend and tomorrow be like, hey, you want to come over so you can see me fuck this guy?
You want to watch me fuck some dudes? You're going to tag team me? You want to watch? You want to sit in the chair and watch?
Yeah,
That'll be fun, right? You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, way to traumatize a vanilla guy.
Oh, I've got stories about that. I'm currently traumatizing the vanilla guy.
I'm not going to lie. I think it's kind of fun a little bit.
Yeah, I agree.
It is fun to bring a vanilla guy into the lifestyle.
Yeah, I like to kind of intimidate them a little bit, make them
totally
work extra hard. They're like, man, I got to really work for this one. I'm like, yeah, you better work, bitch.
And you better bring some good dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, you better lay it.
I like the idea of being a vanilla guy's, like, hottest sex story that he'll be telling for years
Girl,
to come.
I want to be everyone's hottest sex story.
Well,
I'm not going to lie.
I mean, don't we all?
I think we all thrive.
That's like
to
our
go
goal,
into
right?
it.
We're all like, I want to be at like someone at the party, and the guy's like, okay, this one time, this one girl, I want to be that girl.
Yeah,
they're talking about like, I had the best sex. Da da da. She got, I want to be the crazy story that they tell.
Yeah.
It's funny when vanilla guys think they know what a slut is. they think they have this idea, and we just shatter that. It's like, you just met a super slut. You don't even know what to do with me, honey.
Yeah.
I've had a younger guy come at me one time. I think he was like 22, and he was like, oh yeah, like trying to talk to me like he was gonna just rock my world.
you
I was
apart.
like, honey, you don't even know. I'm like, you don't even know.
Just let me suck the tip of your
Like,
dick
come
and
on,
I'll show you something.
Let's try it. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah. Yep.
5 minutes later.
Yeah, there was something going around on Twitter a couple of weeks ago where somebody had said, like, I like how this guy slides into my DMs, and he's like, I don't think you can take this dick. And we're like, bitch, do you realize that we're playing with like 12-inch, like 3-inch fat dildos on a regular basis? Like, I promise you I can take your dick.
I'm okay.
Yeah. I think I'll be all right. I can handle it.
I think
I'm going to make it. Although, Mrs. Mocha, you did tell me also to come with like a funny story. And this is a situation where I couldn't quite take the dick. I had a playmate for the better part of like a year and a half, maybe almost 2 years. And he had the biggest dick I've ever seen in my life still to this day. Probably about the size of like from my wrist to my elbow, and like as thick as it is up by my elbow the whole way down. And
Carrie's in dreamland right now listening to that.
But I could take the dick in my pussy. But what I tried to do was swallow the dick. And he ended up with a lap full of vomit.
Oopsies.
Yeah, and I couldn't quite take it.
Yeah.
Scarlet said it so naturally too. We've all been there.
We've all been there.
It's fine.
Luckily, I haven't been back there, but
Yeah.
I think.
Well, Mrs. Mocha, I was hoping that we
time to figure out how not to do it ever again. So.
Yeah,
that's true. You never want that to happen again.
Yeah.
I was hoping we could also tell the story of, I think people are seeing me and Anya on Twitter, and I was hoping we could also give a little bit of backstory. Obviously, she's told her journey in lifestyle with her husband, but we've got a special sacred slut sister relationship.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's
There's
hear
no
it.
filter here. Remember, you say what you want to say.
I want to hear. Yeah.
well, I'm going to have Scarlet have the floor on this one.
I'll do Houston, you do Vegas, and then of course we're gonna do Splash here.
Together.
We need cities. What the heck?
I know.
We're just here. We need
Ladies,
to go to
we're on a Slut World Tour.
Tribe. Yeah, we're on a Slut World Tour, and you just need to join us. That's all there is to it.
We'll be there at the next city, ladies.
World domination.
We literally have tour T-shirts with dates on the back and locations. It's amazing. So
That's awesome.
Anya and I met on a virtual hangout during the pandemic, and we joined the room, and we were the first two people there. And so it's like, oh, hi, you know, it's like, hello. And we started a conversation. A mutual friend of ours was spending some time with her. And so he was telling me a little bit about her and her husband. And I was like, oh, I just can't wait to like interact with this woman. And we had like a brief connection and we started a conversation, and then a bunch of other people came in the room. So it kind of got sidetracked.
But instant chemistry.
Yeah, instant chemistry. Absolutely. And so then we connected and started talking, and I started talking to her husband, and we did a FaceTime call and just started, you know, there's this spark that happens when you find a like-minded woman that is really like no other connection, especially in lifestyle. Mm-hmm, like I know exactly that you guys know what I'm saying, because you three have that, right? Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what we had. And her husband really loved this connection that we have, and it was like, hey, why don't you have Anya come out and come to Houston, and you guys can spend a girls' weekend? And I was like, oh my gosh, it sounds so exciting. Like, I'm amazed that she's willing to fly from where she is to where I live to spend some time with me. And I was like, okay, this has got to be an incredible weekend. Like, I'm going to get this amazing suite, and I'm going to get all of my favorite playmates together. We are just going to have a ball. And that's exactly what we did.
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
Like my kind of friend.
I know.
Yeah, exactly.
We really do need to go on the slut tour together.
This girl is the epitome of sharing is caring. And 100%. She rolled out the red carpet for me.
That's awesome.
We had an incredible weekend. Yeah, I just love, when I find great guys in lifestyle, there's nothing I love doing more than sharing.
So
like,
how many
I had to wade through the
weekend that weekend?
Oh, we had 6 and 5
nice.
plays. Yeah, it was a great ratio for multitasking sluts like us.
Yes.
And just, I mean, yes, that was the fun part, but the connection and the conversation, we sat and talked for hours.
Yeah.
And I felt so seen, like not just in lifestyle, but just as a whole person by her. And I was like, I'm just going to see this woman every chance I get. We were slut sisters from the jump.
Yeah.
And so little did we know how much we had in store for us, right, babe?
I know, because then I get home and my husband is like, all right, we're gonna have to do this again. So then he takes to Twitter and he's like, all right, where do I need to send my goddess next? And, you know, he's like, he just gets so much energy from me having fun and me being out there and being slutty and energetic. And so basically Scarlet reached right out to him, and they started planning the next stop on the world tour. Immediately. Yeah. Within a week of me getting home from Houston.
That's awesome.
And so then he sends us next to Vegas and puts us up at the Venetian, and, you know, gets just like really just wants to treat us like queens, and sends us. Yeah, totally do it right. Got us bottle service at Tao one night. And he started like shopping for bowls for us out there. Mm. And he connected with probably 20 guys. Scarlet connected with a lot herself. And at the end of the day, that trip was like so much fun for the both of us. But it was definitely more of the sister connection, because unfortunately, a lot of the guys in Vegas were just total flakes. And we ended up really only connecting with 2 different guys. And they were both phenomenal. But they were the only ones that showed up. And so we didn't play as much as we thought we would in Vegas. But, you know, there is just like something about having a connection with a slut sister that is just like, we spent hours and hours and hours like at the pool and talking and drinking and just like bonding over the lifestyle. And it was the most tremendous experience.
That's awesome.
I love that.
I think that's Carrie and I like knew each other for a while, and also with Megan, we all kind of knew each other for a while, but we like didn't really start hanging out until like Carrie, I guess like the past year. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like we were always excited to see each other at like events and stuff, but then like pandemic kind of happened and
Our husbands work together.
Yeah, they work together. So we kind of did like the same thing. And then one day Carrie was like, oh my God, we should invite Megan. And I was like, oh my God, I haven't seen Megan in forever. So Megan's crazy ass
thinking of me, guys.
shows up at the strip club that we were at. Like, it's the first time that we've ever been out.
I almost got kicked out of that strip club
after pandemic. Okay. And we were all like balls to the wall. So then like after, we get that total connection because I feel that way about them.
Before that, had you guys had anyone that you had really connected with in the lifestyle? Like another
I had
sister?
Not.
So, I mean, that's even
I think
more.
Scar probably has, but I hadn't.
Yeah,
no,
so that's even more.
No one like you, babe. No one like you.
That's even better because it's like you have someone you can really like let your guard down. They know all the parts of you. Like you don't have to filter it all. It's so like because real and genuine.
Yeah, there are
open.
people in the lifestyle that you still have to filter certain things around because you can say, "Oh, hey, we did that." Some people, some people wouldn't be okay with a cuckold thing that would make them uncomfortable, or some people.
Sure,
I've had people actually say to me before, like that they won't play with me because obviously Mr. Mocha is Mocha, so they're like, I don't, like, and that's okay. Remember, we live in the South, so but I would rather someone say that up front, like, hey, we just don't do that, than waste 16 hours of time talking to us about something. So honesty is always good, but it like I said, when you have a certain dynamic that you're all okay being balls to the wall, basically, it's so much easier because there's absolutely no filter.
When you can really let the guard down.
You can call and talk about fucking boric acid pills because you have something wrong. Girl,
and that's how
I'm broken from all those dicks this weekend. I gotta take a break,
Right.
Oh man.
No, and that's how we knew you were one of those, Mrs. Mocha, was because you gave us those tips on the first conversations that we had.
You gotta just give all the tips.
Listen, I don't.
It's real, man.
Okay, so
it's
here's
real.
the story. Here's the story.
We share our tips.
I was at Trapeze 2 months into lifestyle, probably. Mr. Mocha and I were in a room playing with people, and I was the stanky vag chick. The dude started playing with me, and his dick like immediately went down, and it was like really terrible. I like immediately stopped and left and just apologized and like looked mortified and almost in tears at Trapeze.
No, girl, I feel you. I feel you. I would have been the same way.
Mr. Mocha was like, I mean, it's fine. We just got to start like doing better and da-da-da-da-da. And at the time, sorry, this is TMI. I don't care if anyone says anything. But
we're always TMI.
I had like such a big problem with BV at the time. Like such a big problem.
I never knew any of that stuff until I was in the lifestyle.
Oh my God.
Women do not talk about this.
No.
They don't.
No.
It was on that girl. We have like a private chat on Facebook that's like all the girls.
Lifestyle ladies. Yeah.
And they like will tell you stuff like that. And I read something and I was like,
how I found about
I've never heard of this before.
Yeah.
I gotta find these. And they like posted the brand that they use. And I'm like, how have I never heard of this before? Like, it's so crazy to me.
And now your gynecologists will actually tell you, if you say to them like, hey, I'm using boric acid, they'll be like, oh, good.
Yeah, but they wouldn't recommend that or suggest
But they would never tell you about it. Exactly.
I don't feel like it should be a secret, people.
Yeah.
Like, we should all know
trying to
this.
have clean smelling vagina. Damn.
Like, come on.
I guess if you don't get a lot of dick, maybe your vag always smells.
Okay, that's true.
Minty clean. I don't know, but
I don't think that's true. I had more issues before. I used to fuck a lot.
Well, I have a friend who's pretty she's kind of new in some of those departments, and I basically feel like I'm her big sister. I'm like trying to tell her everything, and she didn't realize you can get like a condom up inside you.
Oh God.
It was like 3 days.
That's real.
3 days,
damn.
guys. I was like,
Oh
I was like, okay. She said, oh yeah, I remember him looking for the condom, but I didn't really think about it. And I was like, honey, no. If you are on top and you climb off, you best find that condom.
Listen,
reach up in there. You just vacuumed that shit up.
I had a guy that actually didn't tell me that the condom fell off, but he was fucking me from behind.
Oh yeah, so you couldn't even see.
So I didn't know. I thought he took the condom off, threw it away. I go in the bathroom, clean up. Well, I told you I have that thing in my shower. I have this thing in my shower. It's like a water. Yes, like the thing that hangs from.
I stuck it up inside me almost last time.
Yeah, so I sprayed it up in there, and I was like, what? This like balloon-like thing flies out of me.
Oh my god!
I literally like screaming for Mr. Mocha, and I was like, Daddy, look at this. And he goes, what the fuck? And I was like, well, I guess we're going to the doctor tomorrow.
Oh, jeez.
That's a hashtag ho problems moment. But Mrs. Mocha, you still owe me that thing. I still need to know what it is because I need that in my life.
Oh, yeah. The thing, I have to send you the link. Mm-hmm. Yep. I got it. I'll send you the link. Don't let me forget when the episode's over.
You got a honey pot. You told us about glass dildos to freeze. No, I need this.
Okay.
Yes. It cleans your ass and your pussy, like porn star style.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I do need that.
What is it?
So the thing you cleaned your pussy out with last time, Megan, it has an ass connector, too, that cleans your ass out so that you don't have any accidents while you're getting anal fucked. Just saying.
Oh, my God.
I mean, I'm not as big on anal.
But even if someone plays with your asshole, it could smell bad.
I know. Yeah, let's just stick everything up in there.
Okay.
That's fine.
It's literally like this
just
big
stick
around.
all the places
You've taken
and flushes.
a finger bigger than that.
Yeah, no, I like a finger. Sometimes the dick, you got to prepare me. You got to prepare me for the dick.
It's like pencil size. You're good.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay, sorry, Scarlett. Go ahead and finish your story. So you guys went to Vegas. You came back.
You were best sisters.
The next chapter is Splash. Yeah, that's the next chapter. We were not. I know that I'm coming to Splash in Houston because it's my home fucking turf. Like, I would not miss it for the world, and I have wanted to go to Splash for years. And of course, pandemic happened and everything.
Yeah.
I first heard they were coming to my town like 2 years ago, and I was over the moon excited and have been ever since. So this anticipation is building for years. And I get a message from Anya's husband, and he's like, hey, and this is the first you're hearing about this, Anya, but he's like, convince Anya to go to Splash in Fort Lauderdale. Talk her into it.
It is easier if you have like, familiar
friend.
faces, and that helps you be more comfortable.
Totally.
He wanted me to go alone. Or like take one of my bowls, and I'm like, no, I'm not going alone.
Yeah, I'd probably
and
be
so that's when I need to reach out to Scar.
Yeah. It's good to have a friend,
so
I think.
Yeah, for sure.
It really is good to have a friend.
It makes it more enjoyable.
Yeah, then you can talk about it and have have fun about it and talk about it.
You're like freaking. I saw a meme or like a GIF on Twitter. Maybe one of you posted it. It was like Marilyn Monroe and some other chick walking into a room, and it's like,
oh yeah, that was us.
Yes, I love it. Here we come.
Yeah. The sea of dicks part. And the two of you walk through.
Yes.
Okay, let me tell you, Mrs. Mocha. I thought that you may have been exaggerating just a teeny bit
about the sea of dicks.
About the sea of dicks, and let me tell you, was I fucking wrong? Like, I could not be more wrong. Splash is absolutely that. Like,
it was a sea.
It was. Oh, it was an ocean.
Beautiful sea. But I still
so
have
exciting.
Not experienced. I need to go to the beach, guys.
Yeah, vast, deep, wide, all of it.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I could not believe it. Like, having been to other lifestyle events before, and being a woman who has an exclusive preference for Black men, it's like, you're kind of looking to see, who, if there's some gentlemen you'd like to play with. And this, it was like, I'd fuck you, I'd fuck you, I'd fuck you, I'd fuck you. Like every guy that walked by.
There are not
and
enough
it's like,
days in the Splash Mocha.
No. Yes.
No. There's not
incredible.
enough days. There's not enough days, but at the same time, your pussy says yes. There's enough days.
Yeah. That's when you have to get the info. and try and figure out when you can maybe meet him again.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yes.
Miss Mocha showing us a few that we.
Yeah, I had a few guys text me. I was showing off photos, and I was like, "Yeah, this guy was good." But Atlanta's like a smaller scale, and I didn't realize it was that much of a smaller scale until I got to Fort Lauderdale, and I was at one point in time, I'll admit it, I was a little overwhelmed because there's just so many dicks, and it's
totally
you're like, I didn't want to say no to anyone because I'm like, you're fucking hot, you probably got a huge dick, like, you know, you're going through all these things, and there was like a few times I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go sit in the pool until I decide what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, that's true. How do you decide who you get?
I literally not a bad problem.
Just at the end was like, finally I was like, fuck it, whoever's there and like available that I like the most, I'm just gonna, and that's what I started doing. I just started like,
I would have a hard time.
You wouldn't. You just have to make a decision.
I know I'm not good at decisions.
Sometimes you just have to stop where you are, get down on your knees, and start sucking some dick.
Okay, I can do that.
Wait.
Yeah, that's it.
That's my game.
That's the strategy.
It comes to
100%.
you. It comes to you.
Like, I'm going to sit here with my mouth open and just put it in.
You can't do that there. So that's
throw it in my mouth.
That's the wall.
Let me see who ends up in here, and that's who I'm going to.
Yeah, you can't walk around naked. There's like, so you can't do anything in front of the staff because they want you to respect the staff, which is good. So there are like a few things where
rules.
It doesn't make it harder. Obviously, you just have to go to your room, and then, you know, the playrooms don't open up until at night. They have like a day playroom. But sometimes, like, it's hard to go in there because then it's like a swarm of penises. And you're like, there are some that you're like, no, you have to, like, someone touches you and you have to be like.
Let me be the queen bee. Yeah. Come
like,
on,
boys. No, I'm okay. Or, you know, so it's a.
Well, what Scarlet and I found is that in the playrooms, so everybody's got a different approach. I'm the bitch who's like, I'm sorry, if I haven't talked to you, don't touch me. Like, and so like we had a guy who kind of was a regulator for us. And he was like, I'm sorry, have you talked to them or have you? Like, and we can talk. I mean, Scarlet definitely won the more prolific slut prize for sure of the weekend. My cousin told us today that she won. What was it, girl? You won like the busiest slut, and I won the nastiest slut.
We'll get into why.
We'll get into nasty later, but yeah, like we'd be in the playrooms, and it's just like you have to have somebody regulating for you, unless you just don't care and you're willing to take 20 dicks in a row, which I think my girlfriend did one night.
I fall on that side.
Yeah, I think my girl did that one night, but I was like, So, but my most fun times were like honestly in like people's private rooms during the day. We would have like some good, like, 6-7 person like group sex play. And it was so fun. Like we just had such a great time.
That sounds amazing.
And I think it allows you to be like, kind of, if you want to be picky, it allows you to be a little pickier.
I'm having major FOMO because I'm the only one that has not been to Splash Mocha.
Oh, man. In November, first weekend in November.
Yeah,
you've got to be here.
I'm imagining it.
Houston.
It's in Houston.
It boggles the mind. It's like someone describing the Grand Canyon to you.
Mm-hmm.
If you, the Grand Canyon, also what my pussy looked like after.
Totally. I was thinking the same thing.
Because I've heard about Splash from so many different people. So many different, like, I know a lot of people who have been, but being there, it's like, the first time I walked through the playrooms, I was like, the orgy room? Huge. I was like, holy fucking hell. Like, how are they possibly going to fill these things? Because, like, in most, like, clubs or whatever, the playroom takes up, like, a quarter of a club, if you're lucky, if it's a good club, you know what I mean? And this was the scale of it. And they had 5 playrooms. It was just like, my God, like, even if you're listening to this right now and you haven't been to Splash, it's a totally different thing seeing it. And you think about the scale of this operation.
I would just walk in and be like, when you like, your eyes are bigger than your stomach when you order a meal. I feel like that's how I'd be. I'd be like, I want all of them. But then my pussy would be like, no, we're kind of tired after like a whole weekend of fucking a lot of times.
I forgot to tell Carrie, actually, that they have a reverse glory hole room.
Nice.
Oh, we spent some time in there.
We did our time.
They have like a glory hole wall. Yeah. So they have like a wall that was a glory hole. And then on the other side of the room, it's basically like a whole bunch of chairs, but like between a curtain, and then they have mattresses that have a curtain over it. So you can just get fucked. Like lay there.
It's those bug benches. Yeah. Like those massage style bug benches.
You guys did that?
Making me happy.
It was part of our bingo game.
Yeah. It was.
I saw the bingo cards.
Yes, I saw that.
So awesome.
Yeah. So I just have to give Mike Huck like a big shout out, because he prepared. So Scarlet and he had been in touch in cahoots about all of this. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. With Splash, and he packed a suitcase, 2 hoe bags, like. They're like our slut bags for the weekend. And he was just like, don't look in these until you get there and open it with Scarlet. And so in the bag, we have like Slut Sister t-shirts with our names on the back. And we have condom bags. And we have, I don't even remember what all was in there. Water bottles.
Condom bags, personalized water bottles that say put it in our mouth. I'm looking at mine right now.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
We got cum rags. Scarlet cum rag.
Scarlet cum rag. All these things. But one of the things in there was this bingo game that they had devised. Little stickers.
I was following y'all on Twitter. I loved it.
I saw it.
And so he just put like all this attention to detail in there. But yeah, the glory hole room was part of the game. Like, we didn't have to go in there, but if we wanted to get some things checked off, we had to be in there.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I love
glory holes. That's one of my guilty pleasures. My guilty.
See, and I'm such a control freak that like I had to know who I was in. I literally made a guy go behind the wall. And I was like, all right, TJ, you behind the wall. I worked like that big.
Like I've done.
I sucked a complete stranger in the glory hole, and I made him come with my mouth. And I was like,
they're fun.
I would be okay with the glory hole part, but like the not seeing somebody fuck me part, I might like, only because I'm a crazy person too, and I might be like, are they fucking me with a condom? Are they like, I might overthink it, which I probably should totally not. But
no, my husband, when we have like parties and stuff, at your last party, I was like, I really can't tell if they're wearing a condom or not. I'm like just so in the moment. I'm so in the moment, and I usually like have one in my mouth, and who knows, like if they're switching, I don't know, like tapping in, like next guy, okay, now I'm going in. I mean, I don't know.
You're just like,
I'm
I'll
just
get
like,
tested tomorrow.
I'm just like, but so I said something to him. I was like, I don't know if they like all wore condoms. I can't tell. And he's like, babe, I was watching. They were. So he keeps an eye on that. He like watches it for me, because I'm like, I am doing my thing.
Yeah.
I can't fucking think about it.
And let me tell you,
so he's watching it.
He is very happy watching you do your thing. Steve's the same way. You just go get lost in the moment. Yeah,
I'm doing my thing. Thanks for watching out for me.
Okay, go ahead, Scarlet. Sorry. We
oh no, I was going to say that was one of the benefits of us being there together, right? Like we were also looking out for each other, and then we met some wonderful gents there, and we had both met. We did play. This is the moment I wanted to share. We did play on the reverse glory hole, but we played with gentlemen we had a conversation with. Saw them put on the condom, and then went in the thing. And I'm behind this curtain looking over at Anya and another woman, and I was like, I feel like such a whore. And I just exclaimed it. And the whole room like bust up laughing. It was actually a really funny moment.
That's awesome.
I love that.
Yeah.
We had
I feel like such a whore, but I really love it.
Yeah. Loving it.
That's awesome. Oh, I love it.
The pool at Splash was incredible. Like, the pool environment was just so fun. It was like spring break, man.
It was such a party. Yeah, exactly. It totally felt like spring break.
Like, you could...
Not a spring break I ever had, but...
Yeah, you couldn't move in... there was not a lot of space to move around in the pool. It wasn't terrible, but, everybody's drunk or naked or just having a good time or...
Do they have rules? You can't fuck
you
in the
can't
pool, right?
fuck or suck.
Couldn't play.
Can't play in the pool.
Yeah,
Which was on our bingo card.
Yeah, it was on our bingo card, but pool sex is off the table.
You're like, I get to check it because it's not allowed. So I get
it was a gimme.
Free space.
It was a gimme, yeah.
I just have to say something about the porn that we have selected today because
I'm not watching.
Tell me why the fuck she was jacking his dick with her panties.
Oh, earlier.
Her lace bra. Does that not hurt?
She took her bra off
and wrapped it around it.
His dick, and like was jacking it, and then rode his dick with the bra on it.
Yeah,
and I was like, okay,
maybe he has a lingerie fetish though. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Have you seen people
Scarlet,
like stick
we're
their...
missing out by not being in person.
I know. I love commenting
We'll
on porn.
definitely invite you guys next time.
I mean,
to come.
yeah, y'all are welcome.
Oh, for sure.
I think you guys need to start taking the parties like nationwide.
Absolutely.
Wait, it's a tour, right? Slut Sisters tour?
Yeah.
Okay, we're coming.
I'm sure we can find hoes in every state.
What's the next city, guys? We're going to be there.
We haven't even, we know that my husband and I are going to Vegas again in October, but we're Houston. Houston's the next Slut Sister stop, I think.
Houston's the Splash Mocha.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're ending the year where we started. Yeah.
All right.
You won't be sad or disappointed, Megan, if you go.
Oh, no. I'm telling you, I will have that thing where I want to fuck everybody. But there's only so much that my pussy can actually
We'll all be there for support, though. And I'll say, Megan, do you need some water? Maybe you should take a break.
Yes, I need that. That's what I need. Yeah.
That's the only way I made it.
That's what Slut Sisters are
That's
for.
what I need, you guys. I have to take a pee break and a snack break.
Or I'll just be like,
break.
bitch, I gotta
There was a moment when Anya was in the Take 5 room.
Oh, God, I forgot.
Oh, yes. Let's
She needed a snack, and she shut my dick down. She shut my dick down.
She's like, you need some crackers, bitch.
I knew that, it was in the wee hours of the morning. And I was like, it's probably time. And I was looking at my good friend he's one of my gentlemen that I see here in Texas. And he's like, she looks like she's ready. And I was like, she's probably ready. He's like, I got this. And he burst in and he was like, all right, gentlemen, because there was just a line around her. And when you're in the Take 5 room, you're completely just in dick heaven, dick drunk.
In the moment. You don't even know what's going on. You're just like...
It's casino time. Yeah, 100%. So she emerged out of these bodies.
Yeah, it's like watching someone play craps at a casino.
Totally.
Like you're the little ball. Everybody else, everyone else is the dice. Yeah, literally everyone else is just watching, or they're trying to jump in and get some.
Man. I even felt like that at your last party. When I finally called them off, there was 5 around me, and I could hear them sigh when I was like,
yeah,
I need to pee, I need a snack, I need some water, and I need to see my husband. And I swear it was 4 or 5 of them around me just waiting their turn, and it was okay, fine. I was like, I'm sorry. Don't be upset. I'll try and fuck you next time, guys. I'm sorry.
Dude, the party that you came to last, that was the one where we had 17 or 18 single males.
Yeah. I fucked a lot of dudes.
Yeah.
That was a good party. That was a good party.
Yeah. That was the one I thought I fucked 8, and my husband was like, no, it's more 12, babe. I'm like, oh, okay, all right.
Yeah,
well, we
happens.
definitely need to get Megan to a Splash Mocha.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes.
Megan, you have to get here.
I need
Absolutely,
it,
but I'm also thinking that Scarlet and I need to get to a party at Mr. and Mrs. Mocha.
They are quite quality parties, guys.
You guys need to come to Atlanta for a weekend, for sure.
ATL.
We'll be there.
So the difference is it's just
a much smaller scale.
Yeah.
But you'll get fucked really good.
Yeah.
That would suit me pretty well. Smaller scale would suit me.
Yeah.
I mean, it's it's almost like hanging out with friends,
But you're fucking.
Splash Mocha.
But everyone loves to fuck, and everyone likes to watch the women get fucked.
Yes, it's so fun.
It's like
fun.
You like stripping and playing on the pole, and then you're like fucked by like four delicious dudes, and then you like go to a different room and you move the whole fucking bed across the room,
and people stop and take like smoke breaks outside, and then come back in and go back at it. Or
you can find a private little corner, and then you'll look up and there'll be a crowd of people watching. And you just keep fucking.
So hot. Yep.
That's everything I like. Yeah.
Y'all are invited next time.
Yeah.
You're in.
Although Miss Mocha's trying to plan it on a weekend, I'm not going to be here, so I'm trying to move it because I'm like,
I didn't know.
I know, but
we can't say the date on here because I don't want people trying to show
that
up.
Weekend, I need to be there.
I do not control your travel schedule.
Woman,
you should cancel your plans. I don't think it's that big of a deal.
I'll tell him not to get married that weekend.
Is it someone in your family?
It's a close friend. Damn it.
Maybe you just tell them you're sick.
Oh sorry, I can't come to your wedding. I need to get fucked by a lot of dudes.
This is
I mean, they do know we're in the lifestyle.
This is why I wasn't at Splash Mocha, because we had a family obligation out of state. So
family and friends. Come on, people.
I would have loved to have been in Fort Lauderdale. I love the beach.
Oh, Carrie, I was really hoping to meet you. I was like disappointed.
Hopefully soon. I would have absolutely loved it, but we had vanilla plans all weekend, and it was brutal, guys. You have no idea.
The only thing that got her through was the Corvette.
No, it was a Mustang.
Oh, sorry.
No, but
convertible.
Yes, the convertible. Sorry. Yes, yeah. So, it sounds like Splash was a lot of fun.
Yes. Well, hopefully you can come to Texas.
Yeah,
Houston.
We're considering it.
I'm telling you, just like Scarlet and Aina were saying earlier, it's so much easier if you have even like a girlfriend, like because Mr. Mocha was fucking the whole time, which was what he's there for.
Oh,
yes.
You know? Hello.
Yeah. So he was definitely busy the whole time. So, but he was busy in Atlanta also. But I had you and the other redhead. Mm-hmm. So like I felt like I had like a husband that was kind of like watching me, like. That I need that sometimes. Like, and I had, he was like telling people like, no. If they, like, he's very like blunt and honest and was like, no, if she wants you, she'll talk to you. No, you better not go in that room. Like stuff like that.
Yeah, that's on you.
It's hard
I need one of those. I need that.
It's hard to like concentrate and fuck whenever you are worried about like somebody that is just going to jump in or, whatever, which if you go in the Take 5 room, that's what you're going in there for.
It's going to happen.
That's going to happen. So don't be offended when you go in and that's what happens, because that's what it's there for. But, he would also just like kind of like cock block for me. He would just say like,
you gotta have somebody that can look out for you a little bit.
We're going to the room to get drinks or, whatever the fuck the excuse was. So,
yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to have somebody like that.
Yeah. Yep.
So did you guys have any like code words or anything like that? Code phrases?
No.
Help each other out?
We should have. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Forward. My safe word with my husband is not a very practical safe word because you never remember when you're in the middle of something. It's Poughkeepsie. So, Scarlet, that's going to be our safe word moving forward. Poughkeepsie.
We just told the whole podcast. You should probably change it after you do.
We just told the whole world.
Yeah. If anyone hears that, stop.
Yeah,
if you hear
close
that
your
word,
ear.
don't.
All right,
just
fair.
Stop fucking.
Well, the good news is we never think to use it, so nobody will ever hear it. but no, I mean, we should do that. But I think we're so in sync with each other. And also, like, she had some good friends there from Texas. One of my regular playmates was there. We met a couple of people who kind of turned into that for us as like, in terms of like our kind of our bouncers. And so it really helped. And then obviously in Houston, my husband will be there the whole time.
Will be there. Yeah.
And so, we're definitely well protected between each other and our men.
And I guess I don't want to say that I didn't feel unprotected at any of these parties, because even though there are a lot of men there, no one was disrespectful or
I was about to
crappy
say,
or
super
Great point.
super aggressive. No one was like that. Even later at night when everybody's had been drinking more, like there was no male or couple or anyone in the hotel where you were just like, oh my God, that person was, no one was aggressive at all. So,
which is so different from, so the night before Splash kicked off, there was like this like unofficial pre-party at a club.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And
oh my God.
Yeah. And what I can tell you is that they were not big on consent there. And it was definitely, I was like, Scar, if it's like this, I can't do it. Like these people touching me without consent, like all of this stuff. It was definitely a meat market in like not a good way. Like there was not mutual respect, and it was just like, it was not the best. So I was so pleased to like, Splash was a totally different experience. I never once felt like I wasn't, kind of respected, or nobody tried to like touch me that, didn't get consent first.
Yeah. You're not walking through a club where someone's grabbing your arm or jacking their dick next to your ass while you're trying to fuck someone, Right. And I do have to brag on Splash Mocha for that, because they have like a whole single male seminar that the guys have to go to. And if they break the rules, they make them leave. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts. If you go and tell them like, hey, this guy did this to me, they have no issues with you losing your money. You're getting out. Because single females included, and couples.
It's across the board.
Yeah. It's everyone.
Well, and Scarlet and I were viewed as single ladies at this one because we didn't have our husbands and cucks with us. And so we had to attend a meeting that was geared towards single women and like the rules and respect and all of that. And so it's definitely taken seriously for sure, because Splash is meant to be an event for the couples and the single men. Yeah. And there just aren't a lot of lifestyle events that are geared toward that type of dynamic, because a lot of the time it's a swinging dynamic or, what different variations of that. And so I thought it was impeccably ran.
And one of the things that made me feel really safe, and we talked about this a lot, Anya, is like, there's all of that, which makes you feel very safe and you can let your freak flag fly, right? And then there's the security at the actual premises, at the actual hotel, which is so spot on. I mean, you have to show your credentials when you go in, and that is it's a crazy day and age right now, And so to know for a fact that everybody coming into the hotel is being screened really helped me be at ease as well. So I mean, the owners and the staff, they spare no expense. They really think of everything. And that was just incredible to see. I was left with such gratitude when I got back that I could have such an incredible experience and feel very safe all the way through. It's just, if anybody at Splash listens to this, thank you 100 times.
That's so awesome.
I agree.
Yeah.
We've been to lots of different lifestyle events, hotel parties, hotel takeovers, some of the bigger lifestyle kind of conventions throughout the country, and hands down, Splash, my husband and I feel, was the best ran. The so well organized, the thought and time and effort that they put into everything that they do there it's like you said, it's impeccable. So, and it's really appreciated for sure.
Yeah.
And
you can tell that they take it seriously. They take it, these are their jobs. They're passionate about it.
Right.
Yeah.
And when Scarlet said security, they literally caution taped the whole parking lot. There was only one way in. And they had a whole security booth there. It was no joke. No one was getting in the parking lot.
I think that's awesome, because it does help you kind of almost relax a little bit more.
You're not worried
a little more at ease, so you can enjoy yourself a little bit more, because okay,
Absolutely.
they got it.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about it. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Not to brag on them. But I have to say, out of all the hotel parties that I've ever been to, not just because there's a bunch of big black hawks there, but because
but it's kind of
yeah,
true.
that is a plus. It is a plus. Yeah.
Do you think because
it's why we were there?
yeah. Do you think because it is more probably like cock or hot wife, they do take extra precautions because it does help like the women feel more safety?
Because they actually do. They also do what they call just a splash takeover, which is a couples only party. But
okay,
I mean, they just put a lot of effort and thought into everything that they've done at their parties,
they just run it really
there's
well.
no worries
That's
there.
awesome.
Yeah, other people that do parties need to,
Take some notes.
take some notes.
Come on, people.
They really do it well. They do it well.
Down to even though I was like kind of disappointed that I can't run around butt naked there.
You always love to have clothing on.
I know, right?
That's when Mrs. Mocha shines.
You never get naked, Miss Mocha.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We haven't seen this side of her yet.
Because
I know it's such a rarity.
Yeah, it is. I literally don't have clothes on when people get here for the party within
I'm
like 20
pretty
minutes.
sure the first time I met you, like within 5 minutes, you were naked. Yeah.
But I mean, it is nice how they make them respect the staff because even though they're doing this event, they're not in
I feel like
lifestyle.
I'd accidentally break a rule.
Yes, you would. So you have to be careful if you go.
I'm not very good with
You
rules.
cannot touch the staff. It says there's literally a sign on the door.
But, like, what if they want
It's really clear.
Yeah, there's a sign on the door that says
but
do
I've
not
been
touch
to-
the staff unless you're shaking their hand in appreciation.
Okay, I've been to hotel parties where the security guards were getting blowies, guys.
No, I mean, I've been to those
I believe
too.
you.
I was there with you.
I mean, yeah. I might have given something. I'm like, you really hate working these hotel parties, don't
Yeah, you can't do that at these. You'll be banned from the list.
Okay, yeah.
Don't do it.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Well, at first I thought they were talking about the staff that was like greeting us and working the event with like the Splash organization.
Oh,
Yeah,
definitely
no.
fuck them.
No.
And I was like, wait a minute, I don't get to with these guys.
Yeah, no. It was
Then
just
I
the
realized
hotel
they-
staff.
Wait, so you can't fuck the Splash people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the hotel
Oh, okay,
staff.
good.
Yeah, you
Not
just
the
and
hotel
encouraged
staff.
to do
That'd be
so.
such
Yeah.
a tease
You
if there
can't-
was like someone so delicious.
You
and
probably
you're like,
can't fuck
I
the
really
security
need
guards.
That one.
Like, they're probably not the security.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
I think most of them were vanilla.
But
But,
what if you sneak
dude, why are
them?
you negotiating with me?
I'm
not
sorry.
the Splash Mocha owner.
I'm just imagining like a super sexy security guard that I like really need to have in my room. I'm like, come on, it's okay. You can do it.
You've got the naughty girl.
Yeah,
in
she
you.
just wants to do some shit she's not supposed
she's there to
to.
break the rules.
You know what?
mean-
You're uninvited because you're going to make me lose my
No,
invite.
I won't. I'll behave. I'll be good.
She'll be a good girl.
Hey, that's okay. You can run with me. You can be naughty. I'll be nasty. We'll be
There
fine.
you go.
It's fine.
I'll be busy.
Thanks, Anya.
Fine. It's fine. I'm just
You
kidding.
got it, girl.
I'll just go with
I'll be
Anya.
classy. What are you going to be, Mrs. Mocha?
I don't know yet.
Yeah, Carrie's the
Whatever
classy one.
happens.
What? I'm the ratchet one. What are you, Miss Mocha?
I don't know.
You just like the all-around hoe,
Just the naked lover.
the naked lover.
Yeah. I mean, it just depends on the day, honestly. Like, sometimes you guys know I'm like balls to the wall, and sometimes
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, that was a good party. I mean, yeah.
I feel like I can be a mix. I'll be
Yeah, you
whatever
are.
You want me to
You
be,
are
baby.
a mix.
Whatever
You definitely
want
are.
Me to be, I'll be
But-
that.
Let me just tell Scarlet and Anya, this chick, like Megan, literally sends me a video. She's like, I just met this guy for a coffee date and sucked his dick in the car.
I did.
Have we not all been there? Come on.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, whoopsie.
Oh my gosh.
You got video, right?
I did.
she sent it-
Yeah.
Didn't you send me the video?
I did.
Yeah.
No, I just sent you pictures because I was pissed because he didn't video it, but he came kind of quick.
Oh.
He wasn't ready.
Oh my god. He wasn't ready.
He wasn't ready, guys.
Oh my god. We all said aw at the same time, like 5 minutes, darn.
I was like,
Yeah, make me work for it.
Yeah.
Damn.
Absolutely.
it was a pretty good dick though.
I think sometimes though, like, I'm not saying that we're not all, there are, well, I'm just going to say I think we're all pretty good at sucking dicks.
Yeah.
I think I'm pretty good. I think we're all pretty good at it.
If you love one in your mouth, you probably are pretty good at
It's like making love.
I think that's a great point.
Because so many men, they love that enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Man.
Like you staring at them while you're sucking it.
Yes. They like the fact that we enjoy it.
Yeah.
Makes it even better.
Yep.
Yep. I agree.
But the problem with that, though, sometimes is the newbies that don't know about that life.
I'm telling you,
they bust super fast. I mean, here's the thing.
I mean, it was in my van. It was in my soccer mom fucking van at Starbucks, guys. I mean, I didn't want to take 20 minutes. Like, it was fine. 5 minutes. We're good. I got you. I got you a nut. You're good.
Yeah.
I think that's
so. Mrs. Mocha.
Yes.
Did you hit your number?
Hell no.
Oh, girl, no.
Okay, so my number was 40 for this party. Let's just talk about it.
You doubled it.
I mean, you're setting the bar pretty high.
I'm just going to vow to everyone, no matter what happens in Houston, I'm going to hit that number.
Oh, my God.
Oh, you will. You will. I will make sure.
Wait.
So, no.
It's just going to be escort. She's going to, like, plan your schedule.
Listen, I don't care.
I need a bingo card. I'm fucking winning, guys.
I'm going to
Give me the bingo card.
Bring it. Bring it.
I'm going to put some chips on that shit.
So, I was not going to tell the story, but we're here. So the first night at Mocha, I hurt my back, and it was not from getting fucked.
Damn it. Not even a
We were
worthy
looking
injury.
for you that entire day. And we were like, where's Mr. and Mrs. Mocha? What's going on?
Right.
You know, because someone may or may not have had her eye on Mr. Mocha. I don't know. I don't know. But obviously we wanted to spend more time with you, Mrs. Mocha. And we couldn't find you guys. And then we are leaving out of the main hotel at like 5 a.m. And there you guys are. You disappeared.
That was the second night. Remember, that was the second night.
Okay.
The first night was the night that I messed up my back. So the second night, when Scarlet and Aina saw me, I told Mr. Mocha, let's go down and take a nap. Well, let's preface this by saying that I'm not from Florida, and the heat down there is fucking totally different than Georgia heat. So we went and took a nap. So I set my alarm to get up. At 10:40, I looked at my clock. I was like, oh, I'll lay here for 5 more minutes. I'll get up. I'll take a shower. The next thing you know, we look at our clocks and it's 3 a.m. So we did miss a little bit of the party on Friday. But
so that's why they saw you at 5 a.m. You guys were waking up. You were fresh and ready.
Yeah, they were wide awake. We looked like hell. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, we were waiting on our Uber Eats McDonald's in front of the hotel because we were so hungry. So I did have a good time, but I did miss my number because of that. Yeah. But part of that
unexpected complications.
Part of that was too, though. I told Carrie earlier we did it the wrong way. Now we know what to do. We went down there Sunday to Sunday. So Sunday and Monday we kind of like quotations vacationed, and then went into party mode, which we totally should have done complete opposite. We should have stayed like Sunday and Monday and then recovered and went home.
Yeah.
And we probably wouldn't have needed a nap for the whole night.
Yeah.
Live and learn.
Yeah, true story.
You got to figure it out what works.
Are you ladies still there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Although I'm hearing a little bit of interference.
Same here.
Oh.
But that's okay.
Like a delay?
Or is it?
No, it's like you're breaking up.
Dang it.
Oh, that happened once with Anya, I
I
think.
was on the side. Let me lift my phone up and around. Is that better?
Maybe. It was stuttering.
Dang it.
Are we coming through for you guys?
Yeah, we can hear y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's just a little bit of a stutter and a delay for us. We can put it together.
Okay, sorry about that. You guys are just going to have to be here in person next time. Like, that'll just be so much fucking easier.
Oh, my God. I
you
feel
don't
like
have to.
we
I think so.
We will be
much
here.
Fun.
Yeah.
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 Yes. We need a mocha party with Scarlet and Anya.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yes,
We would be honored to Slut Sisters party.
Guys,
Yes.
I feel like I'm getting turned on just thinking about all of
Oh,
that.
my God.
I know
Megan
I am.
may or
And my
may not-
still kind of
Say that again, Anya. I'm sorry.
I was just saying, I know I am, and my pussy still hurts, so that's the bit.
I'm like imagining it, and I'm like, I want to do it. Let's do it.
Yeah. Megan may or may not like vaginas too.
I like both.
I may. We both.
Same. We both do. Yeah, we like each other's a lot, and we'll probably like yours.
We're good friends. We're good friends.
We just made a whole party out of it. We just made a whole party. But yes, we definitely.
We'll have our own Take 5 room. Yeah. And there might be some pussy and some dick in there.
Listen, no one will. I can assure you there's no dude in the universe, especially the ones that come here, would be like, oh, I can't go in there. The girls are playing. They'll be like, oh, can I come dick in there?
Yes, you get 2 mouths. Like, let's go, baby.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They may not be invited, but they can sure enjoy it.
Yeah, I feel like, okay, I have found that in my experience, most hot wives are not bi. From what I have
A lot are not.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot are not.
Oh, that's interesting.
They're missing out, in my opinion.
All right. Well, Scarlet and Anya, come on. Let's go.
Let's go.
You and Megan just became BFFs.
Yep. I'm part of their Slut Tribe. I'm coming with you next time. I need a bingo card.
For sure. You got it.
Well, Anya, do you want to mention that for Houston, we're going to expand the slut game?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Well, whoever wants in, my husband is willing to make a slut bag for her.
And so
I put out a call on Twitter, and we have this cuckoldress group that Scarlet and I are a part of. And I'm just like trying to get an idea for how many people want one, so we can figure out who all wants one, and my husband will just put it all together. But we have to personalize stuff, so we need to know names and that sort of stuff.
That's awesome.
That's so.
I'm definitely in.
I love it.
And I want my name to be Mrs. Mocha.
Wait, when's Houston?
Absolutely.
November.
Yeah.
November. Okay.
I'll let you know the date.
We're just. We are selling you guys on Houston because we want you here so badly.
Yeah,
So
we want you there.
I'm gonna look at the dates, but oh man, that sounds fantastic.
I'm already there. Yeah. I'm going. So.
Oh, damn it. Okay. As long as it's not my kid's birthday, it's fun.
November 4th to 7th.
Yeah, 4th through the 7th are the dates.
Okay. I could maybe do that.
We want to extend it to other women because there was some stuff on the bingo card that I don't think otherwise we would have done.
The fisting?
Anya?
Carrie's got her hand up. Carrie's got her hand up.
She got something.
I did it. No, this is the bit.
You
Carrie.
did it?
I did it, and I didn't think about the fact that there was a woman in the room with the most beautiful, delicate hands.
Oh, yeah.
And I picked a dude to do it. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
What the fuck was I thinking?
Carrie's over here getting all moist because she loves that shit.
She's creaming on herself.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about being fisted, but I do love it. I do.
You said the word, and I had to look at her face while you guys were saying it because I knew she was going to be like, yes, bitch.
It's one of my things. It is.
Okay.
Well, I had never done that before, but we're sitting in this situation, and we had left our hotel that morning. So Scarlet and I, unfortunately, were in the overflow hotel. So we had to pack up every day to head to the main hotel, all the stuff we needed for the rest of the day. And so we leave our hotel that morning, and all she needs to win bingo is either a bukkake or a double vaginal penetration. And she could have won. And it didn't happen, and we ended up in this group sex session with there were 6 pairs plus another dude. And all of a sudden I'm looking through my bingo card with one of the guys. He's like, come on, I'm going to give you a golden shower. I was like, all right, let's do it.
Damn.
And then I realized that I only needed 15 to win.
You only needed 15?
So I'm in the bathroom getting
fucked in the bathroom right after my golden shower. She watches my golden shower, proceeds to get fucked by the guy who just gave me the golden shower. And I go out to the bed, and I'm like, hey, I need you to fix me.
She knew I was distracted, you see.
She was distracted. And so she comes out, and she's like 3/4 up in me, and I'm like, I'm almost at bingo, bitch. And she was devastated.
No. I walked out, and that fist was in you. And my mouth fell on the floor, and you looked at me in my face and said, bingo, bitch. And I almost fell over. It was one of the most incredible moments. I could not. There's a picture of me, like, literally my mouth agape, looking at this fist in her pussy. It was girl, let me tell you, that was one of the most unbelievable moments of lifestyle to date.
I just love the bingo, bitch.
Well, don't worry, because she proceeded to fuck 20-some guys the next night. So
quite the competitor.
Oh man,
you had the competitive spirit, definitely. But we had multiple games going. One we didn't even really play. I mean, we played it a little bit. We had like slut tokens we could give out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but then the other one we had, which was really fun, was, so you know those like little counters that people have, like to count how many people are on a train or to getting into the club?
Oh, yeah. You like click it or something?
Had those. Yeah, you click it. We had those for our body counts. And it was fun because we could not click it. They had to click it. Like no cheating, we couldn't touch it. So we'd get finished with a session, and we would be like, okay, please, kind sir, will you please click my body count here? And it would go up one. I had a guy he was number 23, and he put on his Michael Jordan 23 jersey. When he clicked it. Yeah. So it gave the guys like a cool, fun involvement, like, and yeah, that's how we kept track of our body count. Because there's no way I would have kept track of what.
I was about to say, do you guys actually know your body count? Because I definitely don't. I lost track a long time ago.
Oh, that was just for Splash.
I know.
My husband has my body count. My husband, I think I'm at 60. Not many.
Full on. I had somebody ask me on Twitter that was like, hey, how many people do you think you fucked? And I'm like, I said a number, and he was like, oh, he either likes some really innocent or super slutty. And he was like, I'm sorry, that's not as much as I was hoping for. I was like, oh, sorry. Wow. But then I asked my husband, he was like, babe, you have definitely fucked way more than that. I'm like, oh, whoopsie. Okay. Sorry. I
wouldn't even know.
I have no idea
to my body count.
I have no idea.
We have some, okay, so my count currently is 60 post-marriage to him. And we just got married 4 years ago. And when I hit a certain number, I get a trip to Fiji.
Nice.
And when I hit a certain number of women, I get a handbag of my choosing. And I'm much lower in the women count than I am in the men.
You hear that, Megan?
No.
You hear that?
So that's my thing.
But women counted at Splash too.
So with women, how do you count women? What do you count?
Pussy eating.
I have to eat their pussy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, is it only if I have a strap on? Is it if I'm like doing oral? What do I cut? What do I count women?
Any sort of penetration or like, eating pussy.
Okay.
Oral play. Yeah.
I'm a damn slut. Yeah. Mine's really high, probably.
I know that.
Damn it.
I just discovered women in the past year, so that's a new thing for me.
I can say that, like, when we were first in lifestyle, I played with a lot more women. I had probably a pretty good count, but I would say that my man number over the past 12 years is probably over 10,000.
10,000?
Over 9,000.
9,000? Oh my God! I'm gonna worship you.
Oh, so I did a lot. I won't say it's that high. Okay,
and it's not 10,000.
Maybe it's like 3,000.
You're a whore, but you're not.
Yeah, maybe it's like 3.
That extreme. Like 1,000.
That'd be like several dicks a day.
That'd be like 1,000.
Not eating.
Like 1,000 maybe.
In 12 years, though.
Just take a dick.
Okay, it was so good. She feels like it was 10,000.
Well, there are 365 days in a year.
Okay.
Times 10 is 30,000 days. And so in 10 years, you were fucking like a dick every 3 days. A different dick every 3 days.
You're right. It does have to be a different one.
Yeah, if you want to count them more than once.
Yeah.
You can't count it every time. Damn.
Yeah.
No, right. They only count once.
Every time.
Has to be a different
10,000. Yeah.
I'll say
I know
a
you
2.
have your favorites. I know you have
I'll say a 2 then. 2,000.
2,000?
Yeah. I think Mr. Mocha could actually confirm that.
Mine's
probably.
maybe at like, I actually have no idea. Because when you factor in women too, I'm in trouble.
If anyone listens to this podcast, single males, and decides that they don't want to fuck me, that's okay.
Whatever.
You're the
They don't deserve you then.
The Gene Simmons. You're the Gene Simmons of lifestyle.
I love it.
Oh, yeah.
No, so it's probably closer to like 2.
Yeah.
Thanks for always doing the math for me, Carrie.
And I'm
She's
bad
a
with
classy
numbers.
and smart slut.
Yeah. This is why
at
this
you.
is the same video.
Oh, look at her
This
ass
is the
shaking.
same video.
I'm sorry, guys. You can't see the porn, but she's really like,
Yeah,
she's really
riding
bouncing
the
on
hot.
that
Can you
dick.
stream the porn
Bouncing on the
to us?
dick.
Like,
Bouncing
come
on
on,
the
Mr.
dick.
Mocha.
Yeah.
He's not good at that.
Need to get the technology going. Hey, Scarlet, so you have something going on Sundays now that I saw on Twitter. Do you want to talk about that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Thank you. I would love to, Carrie. Yeah. So Twitter has this new feature. We don't know how long it'll be around. Twitter's weird. They add stuff. They delete it. I don't know. But I've actually been enjoying it. It's just like an audio room where there are some speakers and listeners. And I was like, this sounds like it could be really fun. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm at a certain place with Twitter where, like, it's insane how many followers I have. Never expected that. And I don't know these folks. Like, I can't visit every single profile that follows me. So, like, for them to come on in and for me to have a chat with some lifestyle friends, I'm getting a better idea of who's following me. And I really enjoy that. And it's just been really fun. I've done it twice. Obviously, I was in big time recovery mode last Sunday, but I will definitely be doing it again this Sunday. And I mean, I did a ladies' night. I did just a kind of a talk show interview style. So I don't know quite yet what it'll turn into on a regular basis, but follow me on Twitter if you'd like to hop in on that. Thank you so much, Carrie.
Is it more of a live type thing? It's like live?
It's completely live. Yeah, it's
cool.
live. So I do it.
Okay.
I do it between about. I publish the hours on my Twitter of when I will be having it, so folks can be prepared to pop on in if they want to make it. And I try and make it. I actually have had a lot of folks from the UK come in, so I try and make it at a reasonable time where folks can join in. I figure Sunday's a good day. We can talk about all the sexy, slutty shit we did over the weekend. So
Definitely, yes.
yeah.
That's awesome.
What's your
it's been fun. My Twitter handle? Okay. Yeah, here we go.
That's what she was getting at.
She read my mind.
Yeah, it's at Cuckoldress, CUCKOLDRESS, and then a capital S. So there's 3 S's at the end. That can confuse some folks. So again, it's Cuckoldress, CUCKOLDRESS.
And what about you, Anya?
Well, I also am on Twitter, and I have not got quite the following that our Scarlet has, but my Twitter handle is currently at goddess122217. Although I'm in the process of launching a new podcast, a lifestyle podcast as well, called Sexualchemy, and that will be out sometime in the next probably 3 weeks. So my Twitter handle may end up changing, but nonetheless, I'll make sure people can find me.
Yeah, I can reach her. So just follow me. You'll find her.
And we'll also tag you guys in this episode.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know I'm following Scarlet. I need to see if I'm following
Anya's on my Twitter too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anya, what are you going to be doing with your podcast?
So it's a little bit different than, some of the other lifestyle podcasts that I've heard so far. I'm really fascinated. So along with being a super slut, I'm also super into kind of spirituality. And I feel like for me, parts of like my spirituality, not religiousness necessarily, but like my spirituality and my sexuality are super intertwined. And my husband's like, I feel like you're like, he like Venn diagrammed it for me the other day. And he was like, I think you're like one part like Brene Brown, Glennon Doyle, one part just like complete slut, one part like spiritual guru, and one part something else. And he's like, you're like the little tiny piece where they all like intersect. And I was like, that's cool. I'll have to find a way to like describe that. But anyway, what I really want to do is have a process or a conversation with people about like how they came to accept their sexuality and just like embrace it and own it and be proud of it. And so for me, it's really about kind of unshaming sexuality and helping people embrace who they are, no matter what their kink is, no matter where they fall on the spectrum. And I just want to talk to people about where they are and what they're up to. And so it's definitely not going to be cuckolding focused, although certainly my dynamic is that, but it's really about like, you know, what's your kink and how did you get to the point of acceptance of it?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Sexual freedom.
Yeah, I think, I mean,
sexual freedom.
Yeah, there's so many, especially women who I think they like suppress that, or they feel like, you know,
Absolutely.
they can't quite let that go for a long time. I mean, I know we were all, me, Carrie, and Miss Mocha were all, you know, raised pretty strict. So, you know, it's like, that's naughty. You can't do that. You can't do that. And then it took us a while to kind of like find our spot, find where we're comfortable, let go, feel free. So I think that's awesome.
Yeah,
I mean, just feel like kind of liberated a little bit.
When your dad's a preacher and tells you, like, you know, you're gonna
mine might
go
as well
to hell
be.
and burn and da da da. If you like do all these things,
Right.
Kind of like maybe I shouldn't talk about it.
Yeah.
Maybe this is all dirty, but I really like it.
But I really think about it a lot, and I really want to do it.
Oh, God, I think it's becoming more acceptable.
I think so too.
In a
Absolutely.
Thank goodness.
Just a lot of the things that I've seen more recently. I think it's funny because when pandemic started, I went to the doctor for our regular like STD check, and it was the first time I'd ever been to that particular doctor. And I just looked, because I'm an honest person. I just looked at her. I was like, yeah, we have kind of like an open, you know, lifestyle or whatever. And she's like, because she looked at me when I said I was married. I was like, we kind of have like an open lifestyle. And she said, oh, well, I think a lot of people are getting a little more adventurous during pandemic. And I said, okay.
Last time I had my check, the nurse like full on asked me, like, I've never met anyone who like, she basically was like asking me about the lifestyle almost, like, how does that work for you guys? Are you happy? Do you like that? And I'm like, all right, yeah, I'll give you a tutorial. What you need, baby? Like, yeah. I was like, okay, we're going to become friends. You want me to take you to trapeze? What?
Yeah, exactly.
You know that's where she was going. She wanted to know.
I'm like, I'll help you. I'll help you find your way, baby.
Yep.
Megan the educator.
Yes, I know. No, I think
somebody's got to. Good on you.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah,
I think that's good. Anytime people have a outlet for being able to express themselves and be able to feel accepted and be able to be open, I think that's awesome.
Dialogue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
I completely agree. I'm sorry, I'm distracted by the dog.
I was like, do y'all have some sexy men over there? Like,
No,
I mean,
what the hell?
we do. They're upstairs.
Yes.
One did bring me a drink a
We
little
have
bit ago.
a loving poodle.
Actually, my man is here tonight.
Yes.
Tommy's here too.
I love that.
He's
Megan.
usually out of town during the week, and I get him this week. So my bearded man brought me a drink.
She brought him to share.
I know, he's so sexy. Oh no. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I always fantasize about at the after party, the Dirty Girls Corner after party.
Right?
Like,
I
what
know.
you guys
I'm
do
like-
after these podcast episodes, I'm like, oh, why can't I be there?
I have some OnlyFans, like, people, some of my subscribers, they're like, okay, do you like just do the podcast and you never know who's going to show up? And I'm like, really, that is kind of how it is. Like, the Miss Mocha will text me during the podcast, hey, we have some dicks showing up. And I'm like, oh, okay.
that's gonna.
I never know how it's gonna go afterwards. Like it could be an orgy. It could be three women and one man. Who knows?
I sit on the back porch analyzing everything I just talked about. So
yeah.
I'm not sure if I care.
Yeah. I mean, well, we like to, get things done.
We're multitasking.
Yeah.
Do the podcast, make a little content.
Megan's on a strict schedule, and she doesn't live close.
I don't.
She doesn't live super. Well, she lives
about an hour
from here. So we like to kill two birds with one stone.
Like, hey, if I'm coming all the way over here, I'm gonna make sure I'm like shaved and ready. Like, who knows? Let's go.
So we podcast,
ready.
And if I can get like some dudes over to do content too, it always works out.
Then we don't fuck.
Yeah. Then okay, we just have one night we have to stay up. We don't have to make like a whole nother night of content.
Right.
So
right.
Yeah. Anyways, we're just babbling.
All right, let's wrap it up.
We're enjoying it.
I know.
Megan, what's your Twitter handle?
Yeah, let us know.
And OnlyFans.
I mean, okay, so OnlyFans has kind of gone up and down. I wasn't really sure if I was going to keep doing it. I didn't know what was going to happen. So,
and OnlyFans is fine now.
Yeah, it's kind of. I guess it's moved back. So, so my Twitter is SNSultry13, and my OnlyFans is on there as well, but I'm
sorry, we're having a difficult time with the dog right now.
The porn pot?
No, he's laying on my mic wire.
Yeah, he's like trying to like lay on everyone and like be around. Okay, I'm sorry.
You love her.
Let's try that again. Okay. I was gone for weeks, so
I was trying to remember.
Your Twitter handle is?
It's SN. I'm trying to make sure I do it right. SNSultry13.
Yes.
And then my OnlyFans is making sure I say it right. Is SNSultry. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Easy peasy.
And then Carrie?
I am at Carrie Corrupted on Twitter. Carrie is CARRIE. Corrupted is CORRUPTED.
I love your Twitter handle.
I know.
It's such a great like lifestyle name. Tagline is beautiful. It's everything.
I need to tell the backstory on that name sometime.
Yes, you should. Yeah. You definitely should.
Yeah.
And then of course everyone knows our Twitter. It's at OFACEZ, OFACEZ. Also,
one.
Is it one? Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, it's been too many days.
I know. You're wiped out from Splash.
And
thanks to all those dicks that wiped out Mrs. Mocha.
Exactly.
You wonderful dicks.
Exactly. Also, if you guys are planning to go to Splash Mocha Houston, at checkout, they did give us like an affiliate code that you can use, and it's just OFACEZ. So OFACEZ.
Okay, but is it already booked up though?
No.
I have an affiliate code as well, and it's on my blog, which you can find on my Twitter. But Houston has rooms. I just checked today.
They do.
So, yes. So make it to Splash, everyone. You will not regret it.
Like
it's incredible.
I'm the only one that hasn't gone. Come on, guys. Like, let's all get together. Let's just have a little slut sister.
Hopefully we'll all have Slut Tribe shirts with our names on the back.
Yes. Well, ladies, thank you so much for being on.
Absolutely.
Maybe next time it'll be all of us in person.
You guys are awesome.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, without a doubt. Yes.
We love you.
Yes. We'll talk about it after the episode.
Yeah.
Bye, ladies.
Bye, ladies.
Bye.
Goodbye from the Mochas.